lot of the talking. Okay. I'm actually going to shut up most of this video. I want to share with my community here this post. If you haven't seen it, it's this gentleman. He works in the hospital industry. Don't know what he does, but he's in the hospital. And apparently he was talking about Social Security. And this was done so well. Let's get into the video.
What I'm about to say. The reason that you can go to the emergency room and they cannot deny you treatment for your emergency is because of the Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act, or EMTALA. And EMTALA states that you cannot be denied emergency care due to your inability to pay for said care.
All right, did you guys hear that? There is law, policy, and just structure in place currently that even if you cannot pay, you will still get service because they value your human value in nature, in being, in essence. All right, let's continue.
And what people are unaware of, what they do not know, is that hospitals usually absorb the cost of treatment in the case of patients who are uninsured or underinsured. Hospitals usually have to absorb that cost. The reason hospitals are able to absorb said cost without going into irreparable debt is because those costs can be offset, can be counterbalanced with government funding, usually in the form of Medicare and Medicaid.
Oh my gosh. Medicare and Medicaid. Did y'all hear? Oh, excuse me. Wrong thing. But did y'all hear Medicaid and Medicare? What was just slashed from Social Security, y'all? What have I been screaming from the top of my lungs? $1 trillion was stripped away from a fund that was running out. And now I was just looking at it from the economic standpoint. I was looking at it from the side of, hey, people deserve health care. But guess what? People also deserve hospitals. Let me shut up. Let them keep going.
My opinion, look it up. There's a certain budget of government funding that hospitals have and that they can set. So when they absorb a cost, they are aware of whether or not this cost will be counterbalanced by the government funding that they receive, usually in the form of Medicare and Medicaid. But what's going to happen is, if hospitals are absorbing these costs and unable to be reimbursed or unable to have some form of counterbalance to said costs, the hospital will no longer be able to function and operate, and they'll close.
Are y'all starting to see how big this really is? If you guys think Social Security doesn't affect you, I really want to bring this home to you because we were vastly undereducated about Social Security, and this is a crisis that's happening now. I got involved because I realized that the retirement that my parents are supposed to receive, they may not get. So now there are going to be retirees that may not have any income. And God forbid if they get sick, not only how can they afford it, but how would they be able to, where are they going to go? Let's continue.
Have to close. Because if they're not able to meet their ethical obligation and their legal obligation under EMTALA to provide care to all people who enter their ER for financial reasons, they cannot stay open and they will close. So this is how cuts to Medicare and Medicaid impact you, because your hospital that might be up the street from you, where you go if you're feeling sick, that ER that you go to when you're nervous and scared for your life, might have to close and shut down because they've cut Medicare and Medicaid. But people think in their minds that these issues will affect other people and not them. It affects everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Oh my gosh. It affects everybody. Y'all know we just did the recap of when Social Security was established. It was given to the American people. And just listen to the name, y'all. Even though it's not the Economic Security Act anymore, it's Social Security. Social media, community, us as a society. This was handed to us, gifted to us. Like, hey, let's build some stability within our country. So I think it's a little bit foolish to think that this doesn't concern you. I mean, if you're paying taxes, they're taking money still from you. And there's no contingency plan that's been said to us of how they're going to mediate this or remedy this. All right, we're almost done. There's one more minute.
Understand that it affects everyone. So your hospital that's nearest to you might have to shut down. And if you're someone who believes that undocumented immigrants are somehow getting Medicaid, they're not. There's a vetting process. Do you know what the word undocumented means?
Come on.
Come on. So no, cuts to Medicare and Medicaid will impact you. It will impact the very foundation of the only guaranteed funding for health we have in this country. The only guaranteed health service we have in this country. I need people to hear what I'm about to say. The reason that you can go to the emergency room.
Phenomenal job, brother. Phenomenal job. Gotta say. I don't really have too much else to add to that. Again, I told you guys that we are going to begin giving you the information that's most important. If you're new here, please check out the other videos. We already talked about how you can go ahead and replace these same benefits that are being stripped away from you. If you are not new and you're starting to see the weight of what's actually happening right now, and you want to get ready with guarantees, that's something else he put in. Insurance is a guarantee. Insurance is assurance. I mean, it gives you peace of mind. Financially, it gives you peace of mind as far as your health is concerned. There's so many different things that we can talk about, but if you let me know if you guys like this content, if you guys want to see more of the green screen, because just the green screen alone, I'm going to be honest, took an hour. Listen, I was born in the 1900s. I'm up. So if anybody in my community wants to start helping out, please reach out. But nevertheless, I love you all. We'll be back soon. Peace.
I got this love on the man. Everybody, stand up and lift up your hands. Cause we worshiping a God that's living, not dead. So every time I'm bothered, I'm just brushing it off. And I really live this life, not just something I talk. And so I yell it from the rooftop that Jesus Christ is Lord. The bomb in Gilead.